What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I wanted to talk about some price action with you guys tonight. We're going to talk about AGIX real quick. I'm going to bring up what's going on with PEPE, and I'm going to let you guys know what I see happening with Bitcoin real quick. If that sounds good, smash that like button. Stick around for just a few minutes, and we're going to get right into this. All right, fellas. So we're up 3% on Singularity Net right now. This thing is actually pumping out of the day right here. If you guys wanted to look, I built this little channel that was happening right here. This thing was kind of tanking into the ground. It was going down quite substantially from 46 cents all the way down to about 33 cents. This was a really large steep drop that we had right here. Then what I saw actually happen and take place right here, I measured this. It took 2.5 hours for this thing to pump 6%, a whole 2 cents. Doesn't sound like a lot, 2 cents, but 6% actually is pretty decent. We looks like we're sitting right around the top of that right now, right at the top of that 6% right now on AGIX. Kind of needed that a little bit because this thing was starting to look a little bloody. You see, I was starting to build this wedge, this downward wedge that was gonna push this thing further and further down. But as you could see right here, this thing blasted right out of it with a lot of velocity. You can clearly see that this thing blasted right out of this channel with large velocity and shot to a point that it hasn't been at since April 21st. Doesn't seem like a lot. It's about 4 days. It's recouped about 4 days of bleeding out. So this is good news for us. Good news for the AI coin, because you guys know I love my AI coins. Get some good deals on these AI coins when these things dump down like this. Then when AGIX does something like this, a big 6% pump, micro AI coins actually pump harder and go up 10%, 15% if you see big jumps like this. And this is what you need to pay attention to. It's the same thing in the stock market. You find a sector, follow the big dog of the sector, and the big dog will kind of depict what all the other ones are about to do, which leads me to my next point. The only reason that I think that this happened, because this happened at what, 3:50, about 4 p.m. this thing started taking off. If you wanted to look over here, you could see that Bitcoin has actually started to rebound a little bit. Now, as you guys know, Bitcoin shot all the way down to below 27,000 in the video that I made for you guys previously. Since then, we've recouped about $1,300 per token right here, guys. Now let's see what time this thing took place here. This thing right there, 3:50, guys. Is that a coincidence or what? 4 o'clock. Right there at 4 o'clock, this thing started taking off. The exact same moment this thing started taking off, it brought AGIX up with it. So I think mainly Bitcoin is just moving the market for all of the altcoins right now. If you guys can start to like pinpoint what Bitcoin is going to be doing next, you can kind of get a little bit of an edge with these altcoins in their price action. And what I mean by that is people, and I don't recommend this because I don't even do it, people are going long and short, 10x leverage, and they're making sick, ridiculous money because they're able to predict what is about to happen next for these altcoins. And then when Bitcoin dumps off 10%, it takes the altcoin down 20 or 30%. If they were betting that it was going to go down because they knew Bitcoin was going to go down, so they knew the altcoin was going to go down too, then they're going to make a whole bunch of money off that. Quite frankly, I should do that, but I'm a busy guy. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I like to know a lot about something before I really get into it. And I do not know a lot about betting risky in crypto like that. I like my good old-fashioned buy, hold, let it pump, ride the wave, a little bit of scalp action. I like simple strategies like that, and I'm not going to get super complex with you. If I get into that in the future, I will definitely let you guys know. As for AGIX, guys, I definitely would just pay attention to what's going on with this, because this was a 516 million market cap when I was talking about it last week with you guys, but it's a 430 million market cap now. So the thing has pulled back quite a bit. I'm not saying buy into it right now, but this thing right here, I mean, like, it's going to be a big player in the AI space. This is the 1 year on this bad boy right here. It did basically nothing until it exploded like crazy and went to what, about 60 cents. We were just at this 46 cents mark right here before this thing dumped off. I'm not saying now is the time to buy. This thing can come way down, or it can turn around and it can shoot way higher. It is the blue chip AI crypto coin, so this thing can technically do a 10x or a 20x. Or if it was to do what Cardano did, if it was going to be where Cardano was, we'd say this is a 32x, putting this at $11.08 per token from the current price of 34.6. Long way to go for this thing, guys. I'm not saying it'll do a 32x, but maybe perhaps this thing could do a 10x. If something happened, if Bitcoin Bitcoin went way lower and took this thing down about halfway, you'd be looking at a 200 million market cap. That is a better price point to buy in. I'm not saying it'll go that low, and I'm not saying, hey, don't buy it now. Do your own research. It's your own money. Do what you want with your money. But I would say I would buy this at a 200 million market cap, and I would buy a lot of it at a 200 million. That is when I would really start putting the heavier dollar cost average positions in. Right now, you see little opportunities like this, the one that we saw today. These are opportunities for scalps. 6%. I showed you guys 6% in 2 hours. That's a decent scalp right there, 6%. So if you guys can spot opportunities like that, you guys can make a lot of money. But before I lose you guys, I want to get into what is actually going on here with the PEPE. PEPE, you guys need to hear about PEPE. I don't know if you guys are invested in PEPE. I bought into PEPE when it was about a 28. I'll actually pull up the chart here for you guys, the 7-day chart. I bought into PEPE when it was at about a 28, somewhere in here. I think I bought at like 28, and I rode this thing all the way to like 36. It was nice. It was almost, I thought it was actually going to break the previous one, which would have been 40. That would have shot this thing shooting way higher, guys, because like as you guys can see, it is only 100 million market cap, and this compared to Dogecoin, there's a massive difference. Dogecoin's an 11 billion. This is only 100 million. So what is that? 10x times 11, 110. 110x is what I think that actually comes to, the 11 billion divided together with the 108 million. I could pull it up on a calculator, but I don't want to lose you guys here. Look at this insane supply over here, guys. I don't know if you guys invested in this when I talked about it the other day. Do your own research on stuff like this. This thing, since I bought it, I was up substantially on my position from 28 all the way to 36, and then today it went all the way down to 21. I woke up this morning and I looked at this thing about 10 o'clock in the morning. Thing was at 21, so I was down substantially on my position. Since then, I think this is actually part of the Bitcoin rally too, right? Yeah, 4 p.m. right here. The Bitcoin rally brought us back up. We got all the way back up to 27, almost back where I bought, and now we're sitting and chilling right in here. What will happen next? I'm not entirely sure. This looks a little interesting. It could do one of two things, and this is why I say it could do one of two things. Now, normally I'd say this one was the highest, and then this one got lower, and then this one is getting lower, and if this one closes lower than this one, and this one was higher yet, then it's starting to form this downward wedge that's gonna go bearish. However, a lot of YouTubers are talking about this thing like crazy all over the internet, and this is a meme coin, so this thing can actually explode and go totally parabolic, and it could just defy what a chart is supposed to do, like Dogecoin did. Because if this is a meme coin like Dogecoin defied all odds. Dogecoin just did whatever Dogecoin wanted because the people were in control of Dogecoin, not necessarily technical analysis or a chart or an algorithm. But if you guys did not have an opportunity to invest in PEPE or do your research on PEPE, now is your chance to get in there. You go right here, pepe.vip, come on in here, come check out your PEPE, read through this whole website. It's actually a pretty cool looking website, a little layout right here, simple to buy on Uniswap with your Ethereum, with your MetaMask wallet. You can use a Trust wallet as well. I like MetaMask wallet, very simple, guys. You get a Chrome extension, it's free. It takes a couple minutes to make a MetaMask, and Ethereum is already the default network on a MetaMask. So you go to Uniswap and you can actually click this right here and it'll throw you right in there, and it actually looks like it puts in the yeah, there it is, guys. So you go right from their website and you can hit Uniswap and it'll drop you right in here, and then all you would do is connect your wallet. You'd hit connect and you'd be able to connect your wallet and turn your ETH into PEPE. Buy lots of PEPE, right? But not financial advice, guys. Do what you will. I would just say that this thing, a lot of people bought in up here. A lot of people bought in at the 36 over here. We're down at the 25.8. It's kind of low, but it could go a lot lower. This is not financial advice, but I would say do your research. You have a second chance to invest into this thing if you so choose. 10% we're down on the day. We're down 10%, and this thing was just at 36 like a day ago. That's about a 50% almost for it to go back to where it just was just the other day, guys. Definitely check out PEPE for better or for worse. Just take a peek at it and see, because this could be a good buy-in opportunity right here while this thing is down and this thing is getting the rebound. On the flip side of that, do remember what I told you guys here is that Bitcoin can go way lower if Bitcoin does not break through this. It's defying gravity right now with this massive run up right here. What will it do next? Is it gonna explode and go back to 30,000, or is this thing gonna drop to about 25,000 or 23,000 or 19,000? If Bitcoin goes much lower, then AGIX is going to go much lower and PEPE is going to go much lower. In which case, you guys, if you believe Bitcoin's going to go down, you're better off waiting with your money and leaving it on the side. Now, I don't ever recommend stuff like that because I don't need this stuff all to pump. Bitcoin to go way up, PEPE to 10x overnight, and you to be like, oh man, he told me not to buy and I missed out on the money. I've had that happen to me where somebody's like, oh, it's not going to go up, and then I don't buy because they said that, and then I missed the pump. So just always do your own research. Check it out on your own time. Don't just assume that it's not going to do anything, guys, because this thing actually does have some serious strength right here. But we'll see what happens. What I recommend to you guys is that you subscribe to my channel because I'm talking about PEPE, I'm talking about Bitcoin, I'm talking about a lot of AI coins. Definitely, I want to guide you guys on your journey to crypto millions. I want to be right there with you. We'll be smoking cigars in the mansion together, having a good old time, guys. So subscribe, smash that like button. I hope you guys got some value. Much love to you. Happy trading and stay safe out there and take care.